Welcome to your extra shot of sunrise. I am merely Carlos Diaz, next to Meredith Juliet, who is fully sweatered in the newsroom, even though it's 85 degrees outside.
It's cold in here.
It's cold in the newsroom. Okay, it's not. The studio is pretty toasty. We're toasting out here.
Oh, good.
All right, so we have a lot to get to today. It is Friday, by the way. Thank you for making it to Friday. Everybody wish each other a happy Friday in the comment section below. And I can't wait to see your ice cream piece a little bit later in the show.
Oh yeah, that'll be like that. That's our Friday special for today.
You almost called it the highlight, didn't you?
I was going to say it's a highlight.
Yeah.
But Kelly Green's story was so good too. I love when we have.
You know, in all
stories.
honesty, I was going to say in the post-show meeting, I was going to say, okay, why wasn't Meredith's piece at 6:45? That's usually we put like the strongest pieces, you know. But Kelly Green's piece was pretty strong.
It was pretty strong.
Yeah.
And it was about the 500, so
yeah,
it
about
makes
the weather
sense.
and the 500.
Yeah.
And if you didn't see that, I don't know if we have it in this show, but we'll see.
So I was a co-highlight. I was the co-highlight of the day.
You were your co-highlight.
Well, we want to tell you guys about an IMS clinic, a clinic that's happening at the Indianapolis Motor Speedway, I should say.
No.
No.
Lucas Oil Stadium.
Why does that say IMS? Does it?
Yes, it is. Yes, it does.
That's not correct. So
Okay.
Disregard. Lucas Oil Stadium today starts its second vaccine clinic. It's for people who got their first dose of Moderna there last month. They're also taking walk-ups today for the Johnson & Johnson vaccine. So if you don't have an appointment or you're not going for your second Moderna one, you can just walk up and get the J&J one. You can head there today from 8:30 to 5:30 through tomorrow.
Okay, so to recap, it is at Lucas Oil Stadium.
Not the Speedway.
Don't go to the Speedway if you want a shot. Yeah, go to Lucas Oil Stadium.
Yep.
Also, if you're grocery shopping this weekend, remember that Meijer stores are giving fully vaccinated customers $10 off when you spend $50.
That's awesome.
Just take your vaccine. I got to find my vaccination card. You take it to the pharmacy to receive a coupon. And starting today, Shake Shack will give you free fries with the purchase of a burger or a chicken sandwich. They just need the proof of vaccination. You've got until June 12th to claim that discount. I want the free. How do you go to Shake Shack and not order a burger or chicken sandwich?
Can I get the cheesy fries, or does it have to just be plain fries?
Only if you get the Pfizer vaccine.
Yeah. Pfizer people get cheesy fries, and Moderna people get regular fries.
I'm kidding. Don't. No.
I do love that those social media memes. Those are funny.
But anyway, so there you go. So once again, I just want to say, for the people like Meredith and I, who are like the first people to get vaccinated, where were our incentives? You know? But if I can find my vaccination card, I think it's in the glove box of my car.
You need to take better care of that.
I know.
Because that might end up being something you need.
Yeah, yeah.
To fly or something like that.
As soon as we're all vaccinated, we won't need these things.
Yeah,
all
you're
right.
right.
So, Pacers, Wizards, bum.
Yeah, the Pacers season ended last night after they lost the play-in tournament game against the Wizards. The blue and gold, they were completely blown out on the road. Karis LeVert did not play last night because of a health issue. Miles Turner was not there. He's been out indefinitely. The final score last night, Wizards 142, Pacers 115. A lot of fans have questions. It's apparent that there are some internal struggles between the coaching staff and players.
Yeah.
We know that assistant coach Greg Foster and Goga Batazzi, they had that run-in, I think, at the beginning of this month.
Yeah.
It was like on the court run-in, which was not a good look. And Miles Turner was like holding back the coach. Like that was all not good. So stuff's happening.
We're too good of a team, and we have had injuries this year, but we're too good of a team not to make the playoffs, and we didn't make the playoffs.
Yeah.
You know, we were the 9th seed. You know, if they didn't have this new play-in format, we would have been the 9th seed and we would have been out. And so we played 2 play-in games, but it was just kind of a, delaying the inevitable. Like I said, we had injuries, but I don't know. I would like to see. We have too many good players to not be in the postseason. All right. So
my IFB is cutting out. So if you're talking to me, I can't.
That's
hear you.
okay.
I'm gonna fix it.
Okay.
You're in charge.
You go fix it. One shot of Carlos, please. Almost. Okay. There we go. There we go. Hold on. Press that button. And now. There we go. Okay. So, hey, Erica Shepard is making golf history this weekend. The Center Grove High School alum is competing in the NCAA Women's Golf Championships. Shepard is a sophomore at Duke University, and of course, they are the defending champs in women's collegiate golf, so the pressure is on for Erica and her teammates to bring home the trophy once again. This week, I asked her to put the championship tournament into perspective.
How would you rank this in your list of golf accomplishments?
Definitely making it to nationals and being part of this team. We've been pretty successful this year. I've never played in a national championship, so I'm so excited. I really don't know what it's going to be like, but I'm assuming might be the biggest stage. I mean, there's a lot of TV cameras out there. It's on Golf Channel, and I'm going to be doing that with a team is definitely something new for me. So I'm just excited to experience it.
Erica and her Duke teammates tee off later this afternoon. If the Blue Devils advance past the weekend, you can watch them compete live on the Golf Channel starting on Monday. And of course, they're the second-ranked team in the nation, so I'm thinking they're going to advance. And Erica is currently the 11th ranked collegiate golfer in the country, according to Golf Week magazine, and she's only a sophomore. So
That's amazing.
Thinking she's doing pretty well down there, you know, or over there, I should say, at Duke. And by the way, so just a backstory for you, I talked to her, and she's a good friend. She's a great person.
Yeah.
Her whole family's great. So by the way, her brother Ethan plays at IU. He's all conference and she's all conference. I'm going to do a story later this summer. They're the only two people in the country, brother-sister combo, who are both all conference in college at the same time.
Aw, that's cool.
It's crazy.
Yeah.
I mean, you know, talk about a golf family.
Right.
And I mean, you know, she didn't play at Center Grove High School because she was playing in so many major tournaments. So this is the first time she's ever played on a team.
Oh,
so this is her
interesting.
first team golf experience, and she was totally bummed last year because they canceled the NCAA championships because that's when the pandemic was just, you know, hitting.
Right.
And so this is her first NCAA championships. She's super excited
Oh,
about it.
good luck.
Yeah, it's going to be big, and I guarantee if she's in there, I think she'll be there on Monday. If she's there, I guarantee I'll be watching on Golf Channel. So
Yeah.
So you know, if there's a food truck, I'm going to be there. Okay. You know.
Sure.
So I heard about this Greenwood food truck program that was starting this weekend. So as you can see, that's where it's going to be, right there at Old City Park. And earlier this week, Greenwood officials approved the city's first ever food truck program. The Greenwood Parks Department didn't waste any time getting the food trucks going, so it starts today at 5 p.m.
Awesome.
One food truck. They just got one. One food truck will park parallel on Meridian Street every weekend from 5 to 9. Now they're starting off small. They got the one food truck booked for tonight, but they're going to be like, they got big food truck plans for the future. All right. Sorry. There was.
Sorry, I thought there was a soundbite.
There was a soundbite there. So basically, I talked to the people from Greenwood Parks Department and yesterday, and you know, they just got approval, so that's why they're kind of starting small.
Yeah.
Soon there'll be 2 food trucks, you know, for this summer. I think they're going to cap it at 2 food trucks per night,
Sure.
per weekend night this summer. So they got like a food truck, and they got like a dessert food truck, and
My kind of truck.
yeah, and you might say to yourself, well, that's not a lot, but you know, it can handle a steady stream of people.
Yeah.
Trust me, and if there's a lot of people out there, then, you know, supply and demand will meet.
Yeah.
You know, but they're saying for now they're going to go with 2 food trucks, just one tonight, and then they're going to see what it's like, you know, moving on to the future.
It's interesting. For my wedding, so take a drink. I don't have a drink
Yeah,
over here.
there we go, yeah.
We thought about, for the rehearsal dinner, doing, like, renting out some, there was, like, before the pandemic, I think they actually closed, but there was this ping pong bar downtown called Smash, but it was, like, not necessarily like a bar. It was almost like a corporate events kind of bar, and we were going to rent it out for the rehearsal dinner because I have such a big family, and we were going to do food trucks outside. Like, that was going to be how we catered it. But in Indianapolis, there's an ordinance that you can't have more than 1 food truck, like, in an area unless you get like a permit from the city. And we were like, we don't want to just do 1. We wanted to do like a pizza truck, a taco truck, and a dessert truck. So we ended up scrapping that idea for several reasons. We could have probably applied for the permit, but like that would have just been more stress than it was worth.
Yeah, exactly.
So,
food trucks are the rage right now, but I don't know. We do a block party every year at in our neighborhood, and their big idea this year was to get food trucks, and I'm like, it's a pitch-in. Like, everybody comes and brings their food, you pitch in.
Right.
So do we need food trucks? Because that's like $800, you know?
Yeah.
Like, I don't want to do that.
Food trucks are the best when you're like walking around and you're like, oh, I want a bite, and there's something right there.
Yeah, but food trucks aren't good for like private events.
I agree.
For me, I mean, you know, because it's meant for like unless it's a huge event,
Right.
you know, then that's great. But if you have a handful of people, either potluck it or just, you know, have like a restaurant kind of a thing. You
I
know?
agree.
All right, I liked your story this morning.
Thank you. I thought I did a pretty good job with it.
Did you edit the story?
Yeah.
You edited the story.
Duh.
I mean, dude,
I do it all.
it's strong. I mean,
Thanks.
it's strong.
That's kind of you. Well, TJs Sweet Tooth is an ice cream shop. It's up on 86th Street, and the shop has Instagrammable ice cream. You'll have to see it to understand what I mean. Take a look.
My fiance and I actually started this place in 2018.
Taylor DeBruce and Jerome Tia set out to create an ice cream shop that not only serves tasty treats, but also photographs well for social media.
We both like to travel, and we're on Instagram a lot. So we noticed that New York, California, those places had those kinds of things, but we did not have anything like that. We figured, how hard could it be? This is something that could be fun. It's ice cream. People would love it. You can't really go wrong with it, so why not?
In their third year, Taylor says they're doing really well.
I would say last year about this time, we started to really take off. Middle of pandemic, ice cream's comfort food, and then all the other things that were kind of going on. People were starting to support Black businesses more, so that's kind of how we got our name out there. And like I said, it's just been crazy ever since.
The name TJs Sweet Tooth has a double meaning. Both Taylor and Jerome are dental hygienists. Is this kind of a conflict of interest?
That's what some people would say. It's funny, we've actually got patients that come here and customers that are now patients, so it's kind of been working out.
Do I bite it? Like, what's your, okay.
Yes, you bite it like a sandwich.
Okay.
Yep.
Squeeze and bite. Oh my God, that is unreal. That is so good.
So our one that we're most known for is our donut sandwiches. A lot of people do enjoy our milkshakes. So we put the edible rim around that. Our Fruity Pebble treat is popular. It's colorful, it's fun, it's something, there's nothing like it in Indiana. I'm a huge fan of our brownie sundaes, actually. I'm a big chocolate head, yes. It's a warm brownie, ice cream, all the sundae toppings, that's my thing.
Weren't hungry before, you probably are hungry now. I want to clarify too, it's 86th and Michigan, so up into the west a little bit.
Now, do they like encourage you to take pictures of the food for Instagram, or does it just happen organically?
Yes, it was kind of the idea behind it, and they share and cross-post everything. That's half the experience, really, is like going and getting the photo.
Now,
Northwest side.
I gave you props on the editing, so I'm going to critique you here on the questions. What did you expect them to say when you asked the question, do I eat it?
I wasn't sure.
No,
like,
you snort it. You wear it. It's
I wasn't
brooch.
sure how to eat it.
Oh, okay.
Because it was so big. I mean, it's like a scoop of ice cream, and I get, sensitive teeth. So I was like, what's the strategy? Like, how do you do this? So for the video, I did bite into it, but then I ended up being like, can I have a spoon? And for the rest of it, I was like eating it with a spoon.
All right.
And it really was good.
No, I mean, they looked, and you had the Fruity Pebbles thing?
I had the Fruity Pebble treat, and then that was birthday cake ice cream, and then the topping was Trick cereal.
Becky says, sweet treats looks good. I can feel my sugar glucose going sky high right now. Greg says, oh, your dad says, Greg says, I love ice cream. Thanks, Dad.
Thanks, Dad.
Brad
says, all that sugar, I can just feel my teeth falling out. Yeah, you have to brush your teeth after.
Glenn says, chocolate sundae ice cream is cool. There you go. We all know that. There we go.
Yep.
Brian just said ice cream. You know,
ice cream.
He's very
simple.
Just direct, there we go. So there you go. Yeah, I mean, it is one of those situations where I love to see people, and you're seeing this more and more, and I've said this time and time again. 30 years ago, like if you wanted great shopping or you wanted great food, you had to go to New York or you had to go to this place or that place. And I believe we're becoming one world where you're seeing these influences from the coast and they're hitting the Midwest so much quicker than they used to.
Yeah.
And your story is a perfect example where they were like, oh, okay, we saw this and we implemented it.
Yeah.
And I think the internet is bringing the world to be kind of one.
Right.
You might have an idea that happens in LA, and then a few months later you're seeing it in Indianapolis instead of a few years later, which was the case 20, 30 years ago.
Yeah.
Before the internet. So I don't know. It's just my 2 cents. And when I heard her say that, oh, we saw this out in LA and New York, and we saw this not in Indianapolis, and we wanted to capitalize on it. It's like, okay, that's kind of a cool thing. And I think
good for them, right?
We should kind of end it right there. I think your piece is so strong. Nothing can top that.
Nothing can top it. As I said, co-highlight of the morning.
Exactly. Let's just wrap this up.
All right. Well, happy Friday. Have a good weekend, everybody. For Carlos Diaz, I'm Meredith Juliet. Thanks for watching Extra Shot of Sunrise.